Hey guys, good morning. So last night we went to Walmart and I found like all kinds of pumpkin stuff, and I was getting some yogurt and I found this Chobani. This is the Greek yogurt flip, and it's pumpkin harvest crisp. And I was like, oh yes. So I picked this up and I figured I would review it with you all. So I fell in love with this type of yogurt through Tracy B, and I haven't seen any of her videos in a while, so I just wanted to give her a shout out, and if she's watching, to let her know that, you know, I've had her in my thoughts and prayers. And if y'all would say a prayer for her as well. Some of you may not know her, but she's a really sweet person, and her videos always would like make my day. Like, she would make me laugh all the time. And plus, she's a food junkie like me, so I've never really gotten to talk to her like on the phone or like, you know, like everyday one-on-one conversations. But, you know, she's an awesome person, and just keep her in your prayers. I don't know what's going on with her. I know that I think it was her mom or somebody was sick at one time. I can't remember, but just keep her in your prayers. But anyway, so I wanted to try this with you guys because, you know, it's fall time and it's like that time of the year again. So, okay, so it looks like I can't see nothing in here. Let me see if I can. I turned the light off because it was just too dark and it's too early. Well, it's 7:56. I got the kids up. Bless their hearts, they was not wanting to go to school, and I don't blame them. And then Gracie set her alarm clock to like 5. It was like 5:15, and the darn thing like kept beeping. And finally around, like it would beep and then go off, beep and then go off. Finally around about something till 6, I come in here and turned it off. But anyways, this has, let me see guys, pumpkin low-fat yogurt with pie crust pieces, pecans, and glazed pumpkin seeds. OMG, guys. And I got some coffee here, which it's already cold, but you know those types of mornings when you're sitting. I'm actually watching the Today Show and 10 News. That's like one of my things that I enjoy doing when I'm not working, and I can just sit and watch this, sit and drink my coffee, even let my coffee get cold, because that's just what I do. And, you know. But anyways, I cannot wait to try this. See, I like this because it's not overpowering. You can still taste you can still taste that it's yogurt. And you can taste like a hint of pumpkin pie. Like a really hint that it's like you can taste it really good in your palate. And then you can taste the spice part. Like you can taste the spice really good. Guys, this is amazing. Y'all need to go get y'all some. Like, my mouth is like having so much kind of explosions going on. It's watering. It's good. So, I know a lot of people will take this part and mix it in. I don't do that. I just like dip it. Oh my. I'm not even over exaggerating. This is really good. Look at this. Look at that. And then you just dip it in with the yogurt. This is amazing. I never did think that I would like these types of yogurt, the Greek yogurts. But like I said, Tracy B had shared, I think it was like a key lime one. I think that one's her favorite. And then like the banana one, oh Lord, it's delightful. It's like so good. I've not really tried a bad one, honestly. I did try the coffee one, but even though I'm a huge fan of coffee, that, like, I could get it again, but like it just wasn't, I wasn't a fan of it. Like it wasn't one of those like, oh my, that's just, you know, wonderful. These are like $1. $1.18. Hoda and Kathy crack me up on the Today Show. I love them. They're so funny. I love how they give you like pumpkin seeds on here. And the glazed pecans, it gives it that extra, like, what is that? It sort of tastes like brown sugar, you know, like brown sugars and pecans, but it gives it that extra, like, sweet kick. But this is amazing. So, I gotta go get Sarge before work, which I'm gonna go get him here in about. When I get done with this, I'm gonna get my clothes on, get my scrubs on, and just go ahead and get ready for work. And that way, when I come back, I can just like get everything that I need gathered up, and because I need to make a few more videos. I actually have like multiple reviews that I need to do because people sent me, these companies sent me like free products and stuff, and I just hadn't had time to like try the products out and review them. So a couple of those are on hold for a little bit. What's the matter, Miss Toots? Are you mommy's girl? Good morning. Good morning. It's kind of foggy or something, like the lens on this camera. You know, today is a new day, and we're each blessed to be awake and alive and well. I'm thankful that we've got a new day to look forward to in life. And yes, don't we, Tootsie? Jesus makes every day new. Yeah. She's like, what is it, Mommy? God has been so good to us. I used to have this, I don't even know why I'm talking about it. It just popped up in my mind, so might as well talk about it. I used to have this fear, like, you know, since I lost my mom and dad at a young age, like, I would be so kind of paranoid at times, but it went away. Like, you know, I would think that I'll die young and not get to raise my kids and stuff like that. Well, that went away after my heart crap got leveled, you know. And then after that, there for the longest, and still sometimes I still have, like, I can be like driving down the road and I'll get this fear, not so much now, but if I'd pass like a transfer truck, I would get this fear that would sweep over me, like I would not want to pass it. And I did that for the longest, but now it's not as bad. But I always, you know, before we get in the car, I'll just like pray over it and have the Lord to protect us and stuff. And then whenever we reach our destination, you know, I'll just, you know, thank Him for safe travels and stuff. Because, you know, honestly, what are you doing, baby? You love you, Mommy. You love you, Mama. Honestly, one time, I was coming back home from my grandma's. And, it was just a straight shoot, you know, straight driveway. It was on the interstate. Well, not sort of like the interstate, but it was on like a main highway, 2-lane thing. And so I was driving. Katie was in the back. Katie was like, Lord, 3 or 4 months old. She was a baby. She was the only one we had at the time. And I was driving, and you know how you get these, like, this has happened to me multiple times. You get this like gut feeling, like, you know, something's going to happen, be on the lookout, be prepared, crap like that. Like, I get that from time to time. And this in particular time, I was driving, and there was a car in front of me, like, way ahead of me, and then another one, like, behind me. Like, not behind me, but beside me behind me, because it was a 2-lane street. And anyways, as I was driving, out of nowhere, because there was like woods like surrounded the area that we were driving on, me and Katie was in the car. It was just us, and I was driving, and out of nowhere, this deer, and this is no lie, jumped right in front of my car. Like, I mean, it was just like you could see it, like face to face, right in my the windshield, right in front of my car. There was a car behind me. Well, it sped up really quick, got in front of me, and was like in front of me on the right hand side. And out of nowhere, I had my hands on the steering wheel. My car moved over to the left, and it saved me and my daughter's life. I know it did, because if we would hit impact during that time, we probably would both be dead. And so I was driving, and the car in front of me, like, she had, like, I can't remember if it was a girl or boy, but they had their hands up like what, you know. And I'm like, but I mean, that, you know, God has His angels camped around each of us. And, you know, just stuff like that, you know, I'm thankful for His mercy and His grace. And I'm thankful that if, you know, if you are born again and you chose to be with God, you know, He is our protector. He's the giver of life. He's everything that we need. And I'm thankful that, you know, anytime we're out and about, we could be in an accident, but God has mercy upon us, and He camps His angels around us. I know, you know, my uncle, he got killed in a car wreck, and that fear tried to come back up on me. Like, every time I would pass like a transfer truck, I would get like an eerie feeling. But, you know, God doesn't want us to be at fear. He wants us to trust in Him and know that, you know, hey, I've got you. I've got the angels camped around you. I wrote a song about that. And, you know, when it's our time to go, it don't matter where we're at, what we're doing. God knows exactly how we'll die and when we'll die. So it's out of our control. You know, I always want to live life the fullest and be myself, be happy, and be the me that I am, you know. Because God created each and one of us, and like I said before, I will never change who I am unless God wants me to. And, you know, I'm not perfect, nor are you. Each one of us has something instilled in us that makes us shine. And I'm just thankful for the life that God's given me. You know, there's times that I really miss my mama, like, so bad. Like, actually, I've been missing her this week, and it just hits you out of the blue, you know. But, you know, I'm thankful to know that I had a mom, you know, and a grandma that instilled God's grace, God's power within me. Because whenever you hit rock bottom, or if you're going through a storm, or if you're going through a valley or a trial, or if you're sick, or even if you're just up on the mountaintop, you know, we have got to call out to God for His mercy and His grace and His forgiveness and, you know, His help, because He is all that we need. And in this life, He is all we need. But this is so good. I could go on and on of the many times that God has, you know, spared my life. But God has just been so good to us. I'm thankful for health, because if you see some people that's sick and that are young and that don't have a life now, because whether they had, you know, a stroke, there's people that I, you know, work with and stuff, or work for, that, you know, they had a stroke or whatever, and they can't do nothing, and, you know, they just lay in the bed every day and they're numb. Some of them can just look, you know, look around and stuff. And sometimes I'm in there, you know, and I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm just like, you know, we take so many things for granted. We do. It's the little things. If you step back and look, you would be so blessed and so thankful if you put everything aside and realize, hey, we're healthy, we can walk, we can move, we can talk, we can feed ourselves, we're in our right mind. You know, my grandma, she had Alzheimer's, and there's a lot of people that have that. And, you know, every day of my life, I just want to have a thankful heart and a grateful heart, and, you know, raise my kids, and me and my husband, you know, do what we're called to do. And they're so blessed. Ain't we, Tootsie? And guys, y'all need to get you some of this. If you like pumpkin, and even if you don't like pumpkin that much, you would like this, because it's like not overpowering. It is just right. I get to talking about things, I can't stop. And this coffee, even though it's cold, it's good. Tootsie, you want to say hi? Yeah, she's a mommy's girl. She loves her mommy. Don't you, Toots? She's all time in my lap everywhere I go. But anyways, fall is in the air. It's so crazy, because I was at Walmart last night, and you know it's August, like the middle of August. But this world has gotten so much of a fast pace. It's like they want to step ahead of everything, or 2 steps ahead in everything. And I was buying stuff. I was finding all this pumpkin spice stuff, and I'm like, you know, this is just Russian fall and all the other stuff. But I'm like, you know, I need some of this pumpkin stuff in my life. So I may be burned out of it by the time fall actually gets here, but that's okay. I'll switch to winter stuff. That's the way I'm gonna look at it. Ain't that right, Tootsie? We'll enjoy it and enjoy it every bit we can. Won't we, girl? Yeah. Because Tootsie is a mama's girl. But anyways, guys, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.